Thievery. Go to the smaller side missions first. Windhelm Whiterun. Should be the last one we have to do in Whiterun. If we get future missions there, we'll basically turn them down and ask for a new one. I don't think there's any downside to that. Actually, I'm not going to do any more of these than I absolutely have to. Mutinies is cool. One down. That's one for Windhelm. Clan Battle Board. We have an alternative entrance. Don't even need to pick the lock. So, piece cake. And that's the 5th one for Whiterun. Talk to Maven Blackbriar, get her to forgive debt to the guard, and the guard should let us in.
No doubt about it. The Thieves Guild is back, and they've got Riften in their grip.
Hellas Maiden. Maiden is spell key. So how much does he owe you? And she's not here. No? She was sleeping here. She's no good. She will probably refuse to talk to us anyway here. We'd get into a lot of trouble. Sleeping in the Jarl's bed.
The throne suits me, don't you think?
Hmm. Dick.
Vald? Why would you want to help that idiot? He owes me a steep debt. In fact, he's lucky all I did was force him to work for Mercer.
What did he do?
A few years back, I commissioned a unique quill from a good friend of mine in Winterhold. Vald was tasked with getting it here safely, and it ended up at the bottom of Lake Honrick.
He's in debt because of a quill?
The wizards called it the Quill of Gemination, and demanded a tremendous amount of gold to have it made. If you can locate the quill and return it to me, something Vald was too stupid to do himself, I'll consider the debt satisfied.
How did it end up in the lake?
I had Vald meet the caravan from Winterhold on the western end of the lake, so he could avoid the roads. The idiot got lost in the mist and ran his boat right over some rocks, sending it straight to the bottom. He's too stupid to remember where he was, and any attempt I've made to find it in the past has been unsuccessful.
Any ideas?
Vald said his rowboat struck some rocks. I'd check under the water near one of the small islands in the lake. Perhaps you should start at the docks and work your way out towards Golden Glow Estate.
What is the Quill of Gemination?
The quill was supposed to allow me to duplicate any writing I'm viewing in exacting detail. I'm sure you can understand how useful that would prove in a business situation, especially where signatures were involved.
If someone else got their hands on it?
Fortunately, the quill required an ink with a unique formula known only to myself. So if you're getting any ideas about selling it to someone else or keeping it, you'll find it would hold little value. I believe we're done. The throne suits me, don't you think?
That's a sensible precaution. You have an item that can be easily turned against you and abused, so you, in the designing phase, take precautions to make sure that's actually possible to do. Well, not exactly impossible, but just can't have control of the item. There are other steps involved that make sure that it can't be easily abused. So from the docks to Honeyglow, you can pretty much see it already, so that's not a lot of distance. Near rocks. These are rocks. Exactly am I looking for? Wild Strongbox. Master Lock. Not too bad. How the hell do we get out of the water? We could have quick traveled, I suppose, but what does it matter? Take a few seconds to run back. So with this we should be ensured to gain access at least. Gotta wait for daytime.
Speak.
My title is just a formality. Really? I wrote that off a long time ago. Well, I suppose I need to fulfill my end of the bargain. Give this document to Vald. It frees him from the debt, but I never want to see him in Riften again.
Requires a key. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh no. We're just gonna calm down.
Hey, what the? Keep your damn magic to yourself.
This is Mercer phrase of mine. What is it? I can't believe. Never mind. Here. You did me a favor. Guess I owe you one.
Ah. He gets killed now. That's not my responsibility anymore. Okay. Almost fucked things up, but probably didn't. With everything we can, trying to find specialty loot if we can. Trying to find some kind of information.
Going to start keeping a knife in my
Bandit
hands.
Marauder.
There is an evening of springtime in old Stros Mackay. Should have known she was lying. They never wait.
Okay. Are there any other guards? They're downstairs.
I someday get myself an island. Might pay off my bounty this time. Walk into the city of free men.
You picked a bad time to get... You can't hide from me.
Sure I can, but whatever. We're definitely missing
I'm
something.
going to find you. Nobody here now.
As the owner of Ritfield Manor, I'm not accustomed to working under these conditions of secrecy, but your generous compensation for the inconvenience was more than adequate to complete the project. Both the balcony ramp and the floor mechanism were interesting projects, and I hope you'll find them functioning to your surprisingly specific specifications. If you should have any further need for my talents, please call me on me again. Phineas Danderel. Oh, some kind of mechanism. Suspicious cabinet. Classic. Perhaps. Holy shit. Bit of an overkill, I think. Children display case. Plus the Argonian Mate, Volume 1. Red Kitchen Reader. Sneak 70. Sneak 70 would offer a decent thing for us, but I'm not sure if I want to take it. We don't really need it thanks to the invisibility. We were trying to save up Earth points. M. Not certain how you managed to get your hands on that item we discussed, but I'm more than pleased. I thought you'd simply wait until it was being transported from Castle Dower to its final destination, but according to what I've heard, it vanished right from their armory. I wish I knew how you were able to slip by the guards, bypass the portcullis, unlock the armory door and break into that dwarven puzzle-locked chest. You need to teach me that little trick sometime. I've left your cot in the usual drop spot and might have another job for you soon. Signed R. Mercer plans. Cost of Grey Wolf. Grey Fox. Jewelry. That's it. So everything was in basically a single room. Rackway Vaults. So this is the Thieves Guild. Yeah. Forget like.
Can't talk long. Well, well. If you haven't, must have come from Mercer's place. He'd admired the Grey Fox for some time. Sure, I'll buy it. Couldn't have done it better myself. Here's your coin. I handle. If break-ins are more your thing, most of the establishment, your job. Feel like doing a bit of writing. Finally, someone with backbone. Here you go.
Respects. There you go.
Need to stay focused. You did the job and you did it clean. That's all we ever ask. Enjoy the go. I handle the burglary. If you don't like that kind of work, talk to Delvin. Pretty simple. Break it. The catch is you can't... You ready for some good old-fashioned burglary? Here. Just don't make me look like an ass in front of the guild and mess it up.
So what do we have? Windhelm, Whiterun. Thought we might have enough in Whiterun, but apparently no. Or didn't. I actually didn't look at the options.
Well, it appears your actions are starting to make waves
Yeah,
out there.
we did not.
People are talking about the guild again. In fact, I just got a special job requested. I haven't gotten anything like that in years.
What's this special request?
We actually got a request from one of the most powerful families in Whiterun, the Battlebolts. Make your way up there and look for Alfred. He says he's got a matter that requires a delicate touch, and I suggested you for the job. Don't make me the fool and let me down, all right? This is getting dangerous. Don't let anything...
We need a new
jump on
numbers
you.
job then.
Well, it appears your actions are starting to make waves out there. People are talking about the guild again. In fact, I just got a special job requested.
I
Yeah,
heard
you
what
just
happened,
told.
Got
and the
anything
guild
like that
owes you
in
thanks
years.
for bringing this to light.
Well, it appears your
I can't
actions are
do
starting to make
asking
waves
jobs
out there.
until we've done
People are
specialty
talking
jobs
about the
apparently.
guild again.
It's in the same
In fact,
city though, so it hardly matters. But it's not gonna give us more than a little bit of cash.
We've scoured the town and I've spoken to every contact we have left. No sign of Mercer. Any luck on your end?
He wasn't there, but I found these plans.
Shore's beard. He's going after the eyes of the Falmer? That was Gallus's pet project. If he gets his hands on them, you can be certain he'll be gone for good and set up for life.
And we have to stop him.
Agreed. He's taken everything the guild has left, and to go after one of the last greatest heists is just an insult. I've spoken to Carlia and made amends for how the guilds treated her. Now she wishes to speak with both of us. Quickly, we have no time to lose. Until next we meet, lass.
Trinity restored. Guess we have to do the specialty mission too.
Vipper, the fleet. The only man who's foolish enough to name himself after his beckoning price.
Stupid cow. Don't know what you're missing.
No, but I know that you're going to turn up missing if you keep up this kind of talk.
Not now, lass. Carlia said it was important.
Brynjolf, the time has come to decide Mercer's fate. Until a new guildmaster is chosen,
Back from a job,
decision falls to
Hope
you.
it went well.
Aye, lass. And I've come to a decision. Mercer Frey tried to kill both of you. He betrayed the guild, Murdered Gallus and made us question our future. He needs to die.
We have to be very careful, Brynjolf. Mercer is a Nightingale, an agent of Nocturnal.
And it's all true. Everything I heard in the stories. The Nightingales, their allegiance to Nocturnal, and the Twilight Sepulchre.
Yes. That's why we need to prepare ourselves and meet Mercer on equal footing. Just outside of Riften, beyond the southeast gate, is a small path cut up the mountainside. At the end of that path is a clearing, and an old standing stone. I'd ask you both to meet me there.
Something I can help with?
Standing stone. Don't think I'll do that. What I think I'll do instead is do the secondary jobs we have and the specialty mission. Can't be helped, we're gonna have to do things a little bit mixed since we started to do them a little bit mixed. Which is fine, fine. As long as we get to the interesting missions.
Let me know if you see anything you... Have you managed? Take a look. Be careful. The road to Shore's Stone could be dangerous.
Yeah, I don't think I'll do your Shore Stone mission. Just a guess though. Okay, what were they? Windhelm, retrieve golden urn. Winter's house. Sure, this shouldn't be too tough.
Wizard? I mean, you cast that spell just now, yeah? I was hoping you could make me invisible or something. Can you? Make me invisible?
Sure, kid. Oh, you're invisible.
Really? I mean, I still feel like I'm here.
Trust me, you're invisible.
Okay, great. Now I'm finally going to have some fun around here. Bye! Are you playing hide and seek? Surprise! Surprise!
Now, important stuff. Arcadia's cauldron. Battleborn. Okay, we'll visit Arcadia anyway. More importantly, we get an indication of what to expect from the specialty missions. Are they even remotely worthwhile? It's not like it's a huge.
I'm as much a Nord as the next man, but I'm no fool. I don't live in the past like those Grey Maids.
Delvin Mallory sent me.
You're here, and not a moment too soon. If anything should happen to Arn, there'll be hell to pay.
Who is Arn?
A close friend of mine. We fought together on the battlefield for many years until old age got the better of us. Now it's up to me to save him one more time. This time from the executioner's block in Solitude.
Then why am I here in Whiterun?
The city guard in Solitude is seeking Arn for a serious crime. When he fled here, he was arrested for drunken behavior. Can you imagine? Fortunately, his identity isn't known to the authorities in Whiterun, so there's still a chance to save him.
Okay, just point me to the prisons.
Hold a moment. This is more than a simple prison break. I want to have Arn's name stricken from the record books permanently. I'm setting him up with a new identity. It's the only way to throw the guard permanently off his trail.
So what exactly do you want me to do?
The job is twofold. First, steal a letter that was sent from Solitude warning Whiterun's guard to be on the lookout for Arn. The second is to change Arn's name in the prison registry to his new identity.
Sounds easy.
If it was easy, I would have hired a local thug instead of a professional. You see, both of these items are kept inside Dragon's Reach. And they don't allow visitors inside the Jarl's or the Steward's chambers. One more thing. If you get caught, I can't afford to be connected to you. Remember that before you do anything stupid.
Okay. Where's the letter being kept?
I have eyes within Dragon's Reach. They tell me that all correspondence from other holds are sent to the Jarl's private chambers.
Any information on the prison registry?
It's a well-known fact that the steward keeps all of the records on Whiterun's prisoners in a large book. My sources tell me you can find that book in a study in his quarters. Change Arn's entry in the book to anything you want, and they'll be forced to let him go after he serves a few weeks. You watch yourself out there.
Should be simple enough. Basically what it amounts to is to read a letter, take it, and collect the books again. At least in theory. And since we're on good terms with the Jarl, I think we can pretty much move about without too much fuss. So this should be a simple task. Now, I want to go to dungeons.
Wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good job.
Bad time to move around here. It's dawn, so people would be up and about moving. That's one part of the task done. Wasn't exactly too demanding. Children's room. We have half the stones of Berenzaya. The current steward of Whiterun. Let it be known that we are seeking the criminal named Arn for the crime of murder in Solitude. If you should locate him, detain him and contact me by courier as soon as possible. silver. Oh, we can always use silver. Doesn't look like there's much of interest here. So trivially easy job. Again, invisibility really takes, I think, a lot of danger out of being a sneaksman. Another reason why doing at least a Thieves Guild might be better if you do it early on. Not necessarily the first thing you do in the game, but preferably when you don't have all the stealth and invisibility tools. This wasn't particularly amazing on mission to begin with, but now it's just trivial. Wonder what we get from this.
Got something for just about everybody
I mean,
in here.
with the guild.
Give a holler if you have any questions. You look rather pale. Ah,
Could be a taxi
so you're
out.
an alchemist then. Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Secondary job's done. Early job done. Let's report success and call it a day. Still, these didn't really take much time. I think I'll go and talk to Carlia wherever she wants to meet us. Okay, that's one for Whiterun again. And was it Windhill? With the other mission?
Ulfred, patron of the great clan Battleborn. A name I'm sure you know well.
Job's done.
Arn? Never heard of him. I guess that means you're finished. Here's your payment. Tell Delvin that he has my support and all the weight it carries in Whiterun from now on. I think he'll be quite pleased. You watch yourself out there.
Ring of Peerless Wielding. That's could have been useful. Long time ago. One-handed attacks do 40% more damage. As well report our success, ask for new jobs. So Whiterun is out. We will not accept any more missions to Whiterun. We'll have about 10 missions we have to do. Not sure about the Riften area, but we might as well do it that way too.
Yes?
Still, we're getting very close to it, and the secondary missions they're literally like 2-minute missions. So even if we have to do 10 of them after everything else has been done, we can still quickly just wrap them up.
Pull up a seat. Have a drink.
A specialty job done.
Ulfred sent ahead his compliments. Looks like his friend Arn is soon to be released, thanks to his brand new identity. More importantly, he's pledged the full support of the Battleborn clan to the Thieves Guild. I think you'll find that the guild is beginning to grow. We've had a merchant move into the space right outside the flagon. It's nice to shake off the cobwebs and get things rolling again. Keep this up, and I can see a bounty headed our way.
Numbers job.
Here's your share. Well done. Bloody good timing. Just got some more. We want to waylay a shipment on the way from the... Just remember the rules. Keep it clean and keep it quiet. Here's the details. Something troubling you?
Window. Okay, that's not bad at all. Helm is also getting fairly close.
Well, fine. I guess you'll need your coin then. Good. We could use the coin. We're looking to recover an heirloom for a client. Fine. Here's everything you need to know.
Solitude.
Delvin, that last shipment we heisted on the Cyrodiil frontier was worthless.
That's impossible. I distinctly heard that lout in the tavern say it was a full shipment of furs. They should be worth a fortune.
You idiot. He said furs, not furs. It was a damn logging caravan.
Who's the new merchant? You are.
If you're in the market for the finest bows money can buy, you're talking to the right person. Take a look.
Bows. Basically a smithy. Chill Rend. Target takes 45 points of frost damage. A good glass sword. But it's a glass sword. Suppose we could save it because it's a specialty weapon, but I'm not gonna use it. Ooh, do you happen to have iron? Moonstone is probably useful too. Okay. 78,000. So, meet up with Carlisle. He can just do this so quickly. So there's some kind of preparation to be done, then we can go after Mercer Frey. So we're talking
Well,
about
hey,
maybe 4 to 6 secondary missions before we're done.
Need something?
Okay. Nightingale Hall. So what is this all about? Nocturnal is another Daedric Lord.
I'm glad you're here.
What's the significance of this place?
This is the headquarters of the Nightingales, cut into the mountainside by the first of our kind. We've come to seek the edge we need to defeat Mercer Frey.
What kind of an edge?
If you'll follow me, I'll try to explain on the way.
Who is Nocturnal?
She's the mistress of night and darkness, and the patron of every thief in Tamriel.
I've never met a thief that worshipped anything.
Nocturnal isn't one for worship and reverence. There are no priests and no sermons, no services, and no alms. She influences our luck, and in return, demands payment.
Sounds like a guild contract.
You're closer to understanding than you realize. The only difference is she doesn't demand payment in the traditional sense, and sometimes the cost can be quite high. Whether you know it or not, Nocturnal dictates how well we perform as rogues.
I have my skill, not powers or magic. Well, actually, I have skill, powers, and magic.
Again, you have to think differently. Haven't you ever noticed how our luck behaves? Like a novice picking an impossible lock, or a blind man suddenly turning to face you as you reach for his pocket. It's through these subtle means that Nocturnal influences us.
Sounds like she just likes us to suffer.
Nocturnal's whim is the greatest mystery to everyone. There have been volumes written on the subject. Does she exact payment when we die? When we suffer, does she revel in our misery? No one knows. The return certainly seems worth the risk, though.
Tell me about the Nightingales.
Gallus, Mercer Frey and I were once members of what's known as the Nightingale Trinity. The Trinity disbanded 25 years ago when Mercer Frey betrayed us by slaying Gallus and dumping his body in the ruins of Snowvale Sanctum.
Were they a part of the Thieves Guild?
Indirectly. The Trinity is usually selected from the ranks of the Guild, although its existence is a closely guarded secret.
What's their purpose?
The Nightingales protect the Temple of Nocturnal, a place known as the Twilight Sepulchre.
Okay. Am I to become a Nightingale?
It's my hope that you will, yes. This way, please.
Probably isn't an organization on this goddamn
this is
continent that
Nightingale
I'm not a member of.
I heard about this place when I joined the guild, but I never believed it existed.
The assumption that the Nightingales were just a myth was seeded within the Guild on purpose. It helped divert attention from our true nature. What's wrong, Brynjolf? I can almost hear your brow furrowing.
I'm trying to understand why I'm here, lass. I'm no priest, and I'm certainly not religious. Why pick me?
This isn't about religion, Brynjolf. It's business. This is Nightingale Hall. You're the first of the uninitiated to set foot inside in over a century. Now, if you'll both proceed to the armory to don your Nightingale armor, we can begin the oath.
Activate armor stone. Sign of the Rebel Alliance. Okay. Stone of armor. Stamina, frost resistance, muffled footsteps, lockpick easier, 100 damage, illusion spell cost reduction. Not horrible, it's not useful either.
You appear ready for the oath.
Time's wasting, and Mercer's still out there. Let's get this show on the road.
You appear ready for the oath.
I think we should trust the lass and take the deal.
Where exactly are we going?
Okay, lass. We've got these get-ups on. Now what? Whoa there, lass. I appreciate the armor, but becoming a Nightingale? That was never discussed.
To hold any hope of defeating Mercer, we must have Nocturnal at our backs. If she's to accept you as one of her own, an arrangement must be struck.
What sort of arrangement? I need to know the terms.
The terms are quite simple, Brynjolf. Nocturnal will allow you to become a nightingale and use your abilities for whatever you wish. And in return, both in life and in death, you must serve as a guardian of the Twilight Sepulchre.
Aye, there's always a catch. But at this point, I suppose there isn't much to lose. If it means the end of Mercer Frey, you can count me in.
What about you? Are you ready to transact the oath with Nocturnal?
Yeah, let's get on with it.
Good. After I open the gate, please stand on the western circle.
It's an easy choice to make.
Mercer's still out there. Let's get this show on the road.
Because I,
You
as a
speak
player,
when the
don't
oath is
have to
complete.
make any payments. It's the character's life after the adventure is done that might be affected, so it's totally pointless.
We'll speak when the oath is complete. We'll speak when the oath is complete. I call upon you, Lady Nocturnal, Queen of Murk and Empress of Shadow. Hear my voice.
Ah, Carlia. I was wondering when I'd hear from you again. Lose something, did we?
My lady, I've come before you to throw myself upon your mercy and to accept responsibility for my failure.
You're already mine, Carlia. Your terms were struck long ago. What could you possibly offer me now?
I have two others that wish to transact the oath, to serve you both in life and in death.
You surprise me, Carlia. This offer is definitely weighted in my favor.
My appetite for Mercer's demise exceeds my craving for wealth, Your Grace.
Revenge. How interesting. Very well. The conditions are acceptable. You may proceed.
Lady Nocturnal, we accept your terms. We dedicate ourselves to you as both your avengers and your sentinels. We will honor our agreement in this life and the next until your conditions have been met.
Very well. I name your initiates Nightingale, and I restore your status to the same, Carlisle. And in the future, I'd suggest you refrain from disappointing me again.
Well, guess that's it.
Now that you've transacted the oath, it's time to reveal the final piece of the puzzle to you. Mercer's true crime.
What did he do?
Mercer was able to unlock the Guild's vault without two keys because of what he stole from the Twilight Sepulchre. The skeleton key. By doing this, he's compromised our ties to Nocturnal, and in essence, caused our luck to run dry.
So the key unlocks any door?
Well, yes. But the key isn't only restricted to physical barriers. All of us possess untapped abilities. The potential to wield great power securely sealed within our minds. Once you realize the key can access these traits, the potential becomes limitless.
No one should possess it, I guess.
Good. Then you understand why this is about more than just Mercer's lust for power. If the key isn't returned to its lock in the Twilight Sepulchre, things will never be the same for the Guild. As time passed, our luck would diminish to the point of non-existence, and whether you know it or not, our uncanny luck defines our trade.
First time I've ever set out to return something.
Very true. In our line of work, it's quite rare we set out to return a stolen item to its rightful owner.
Let's go.
Before we depart, Brynjolf has some business to discuss. I suggest you listen to him.
Listen, lass. There's one last piece of business we need to settle before we go after Mercer. The leadership of the guild. Listen, lass. There's one last piece of business we need to settle before we go after Mercer. The leadership of the guild.
Why tell this to me?
Carlia and I had a long discussion before you arrived here. Thanks to your efforts, Mercer's treachery has been exposed. After we deal with him, all that remains is restoring the guild to its full strength. As a result, we both feel that you have the potential of replacing Mercer as leader of the Thieves Guild.
Me? What about you?
I've been at this game a long time, my friend. A long time. I've stolen trinkets from nobles and framed priests for murder. I'm good at what I do, maybe even one of the best, but it's all I know. I've never been one to lead. Never desired it, never cared for it. Don't want it.
Don't know what to say.
Well, we have a bit of an errand to run before your coronation, so don't get sentimental on me now.
Yeah, we have the choice to accept.
Then it's decided. When this is all over and Delvin's contacts assure me that we've regained our footing in Skyrim, we'll handle the details. Until then, we have quite the task ahead.
Then let's get to it.
I've been poring over the plans you brought us, and I'm convinced the eyes of the Falmer are in the Dwarven ruins at Erkenthan. Carlia and I will meet you there. Prepare yourself, lass. This will be a fight to remember.
I guess we're nightingales now.
Aye, and some of what Carlia said is starting to make sense. Mercer may have damaged our reputation and raided our coffers, but this goes well beyond even his twisted form of larceny. Old Delvin kept calling it a curse, and we all laughed at him. Looks like the joke's on us.
You think we stand a chance against Mercer? I know we do. I saw him in action. He has good weapons, but I have better.
If you would have asked me that yesterday, I'd have said no. But now I think our chances have improved. Look, call me crazy if you like, but I trust Carlia. I don't think she'd lead us down a suicidal path. Besides, I'd rather die with some of Mercer's blood on my blade than spend the rest of my life regretting that I ran the other way.
Blindsided. Travel to Erkenblad. It has to be a Dwemer site. Unpronounceable places are Dwemer sites. I'll aim things here. We'll do the side missions first again. Am I still using this horrible armor? It's nice. Yeah, the idea is nice, but it just isn't any good. Armor rating 734. We can keep bringing that up, but it's not gonna make any difference. Still, if we get a chance to bring it up, I'll still bring it up. But it's not worth sacrificing anything over anymore. You're not gonna get anything from it. So what do we have? Windhelm, Solitude. Okay, where is this horrible named place? There. Well, it should be fairly easy to reach. We'll go to Nightgate Inn and head south. It seems like it's in a sort of a U-shaped valley here. So if we go anywhere here, it might not be all that easy to reach. Right. Looks like we're wrapping Thieves Guild fairly quickly.